Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 128.
What?
128? Is it 138?
138. Oh, Jesus
138.
138.
There you go.
138 de Mario. It's a Mario. It's a Scoops Alma Mater week. Bulls down.
Oh, Bulls down.
Bulls down.
Bulls
Okay.
down.
Bulls down.
I don't appreciate that very much.
Bulls
Hey,
down.
you know what
face
I
up.
found?
That's the way.
Did you know
Never
there's
mind.
video filters in it? Look at me. I found this earlier.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Yeah. You want to see something else cool? I think yeah, here we go. I'm just going to use this for the rest of the show.
Oh, my God.
You guys talk shit. We're going to go here.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, we can absolutely just have him remove from the video and post, I believe. So that's not a real big issue. Happy Whiskey Wednesday, everybody.
Oh, are you whiskeying it?
I'm whiskeying it today. Hell freaking yeah, man.
Look at Scoop, man. We gave
I
him. He found a
know.
new toy,
I
and
know.
he
Yes, he
can't
did.
stop. Yeah,
And, and he's like glitching in the Matrix right now.
I am glitching in the Matrix. Look at that IPF.
Yeah.
They got a $340 million stadium going on campus.
Yeah, all
I drove
right.
past it. It's nice.
Nobody cares. Go talk to their podcast about that.
Oh, can I tell you? This is the truth.
I swear to God, you were all right. We should have banned him from the episode.
This is the truth. I have seen some stuff, right? Not a whole lot of stuff, but I've seen some stuff as far as USF fans on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost as bad as UCF.
What? So that was the question I was going to ask.
They're remotely unbearable. Like, shut the bleep up.
Let's go down.
My alma mater. We act like we've been there. We haven't.
Fight 72. Fight 800.
We haven't been there. Let's go. We haven't been there. Acted a little bit. You guys are a bunch of clowns.
That was the first question, Scoop, was going to be. We have been introduced to the USF fan base really for the first time for many of us.
I got to go back. I can't deal with that anymore. Thank you.
Where do they rank compared to the rest of the state fan bases in terms of annoyance? I mean, they obviously Gators are number one, but where are they? Are they worse than
No.
UCF fans?
No.
I don't. Here's the thing, though. It's because they're not as profoundly bad as UCF fans. But I will say, like, UF fans, they have merit, right? They've got 3 titles. They could talk.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we like them, or doesn't mean they're not delusional.
Mm-hmm.
They can talk. And USF's been around. My last fall semester was the inaugural season with Jim Levitt, right?
I think this is 25th year. 25th season.
What year are we in?
2024.
27th.
Is it 27th?
27th. I graduated in 97. So, yeah. So it's been around a while, right? They've had some good seasons. Matt Grothe was a lot of fun, right? I mean, that was great until we got doused by Rutgers on Thursday night.
Remember that game?
Yeah, remember that game?
Yeah, remember that game. Number 2.
Yeah, number 2 in the nation. And it's so, here's what it is. The bark is so amateurish. That's what I feel like. It's like kids that got a new toy, this Twitter thing, and they don't know what to do with it. And they just keep talk. And I'm like, guys, like, let's take a step back. Where do they rank? They're right near the top. They are near. I can't even go on Twitter because it's so fucking annoying. Sorry. So bleeping annoying.
They're juvenile. They're
so
juvenile.
bad. It's so bad.
Florida's number 1. Florida State's number 2. UCF's number 3. USF, you're number 4 in terms of worst fan bases.
But they want
If
you
you
to
ask
win.
This. You're new at this. It's quite comical. It's quite comical. And a lot of it's just going to one account, and that's the USF Barstool account. You got to give them a lot of credit. They're stirring it up, but sooner than later, and probably, Saturday around 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, it's receipt season. So good luck with the ratios.
Ro, if you ask those fan bases, where would UM rank on the list of most annoying?
2 or 3. I think the whole state can agree that Florida is the worst fans. I think if you polled all of us, other than Florida State's going to say Florida, then Miami, right? Florida, then Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's going to say Florida first. Florida State or USF's probably going to say Florida first. Even USF's probably going to say Florida first. They're the worst.
I think UCF probably say UCF first. It's just a lot more. It's a lot closer. You know what I mean? Like they've had much
then
more.
Florida second. So then either we're third
but still,
or fourth.
Florida gets the nod.
Third or fourth. Which I saw a great comment too, because they're like, I wasn't even alive last time University of Miami won a national championship. And you won't be alive when you see a USF championship. So enjoy.
At least they haven't claimed a fake one.
Cheers to that.
They haven't claimed a fake one. I mean,
yeah.
Give them that.
Yeah.
They've also had 2 1-win seasons in the last 5 years, which I didn't realize until I looked.
Really?
That's why they were in the Dion seat. Yeah. That's why they got so high up in the Dion sweepstakes. So and they dodged a bullet with that one.
Oh my God. I'm so glad Golish went there.
All right. The other thing, if I were to ask each of you your definition, what region of the state is South Florida?
Southwest. Not South Florida. They're Southwest Florida.
No, they're not. They're Central West Florida. They're in Tampa, for Christ's sake. I know.
Like in my
4.5 hours from here. I know.
Yeah. In my mind,
that's
I draw
2 that way than 2 north.
Yeah.
I draw a straight line from like Vero to Fort Myers. And that whole is South Florida.
Nah, Southwest. I mean, if we're on the East Coast, we're South. We don't say the East. Out there, it's Southwest Florida.
I'm trying to figure out, Ro, exactly under what circumstances they consider
how many
Florida.
drinks is that?
Me?
But when you're on the West Coast of Florida, you consider yourself South Florida, like Tampa, like they literally Fort Myers people say they're South Florida.
South Florida, yeah.
No, they're Southwest.
Like in my mind, if 75 to you is East West, then you're a South Floridian.
It's a weird dynamic. I know what I'm saying. We never refer to ourselves.
Question.
I do. We've never referred to ourselves as Southeast Florida. Now, this is how I'm going to.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, we've never, ever. We're South Florida. When you tell me South Florida is south of Orlando, more in particular, it's going to be Palm Beach County down. Palm Beach County, Broward, Dade,
Palm Beach
south.
County down.
We've never, ever referred to us as Southeast Florida. We have referred to them as Southwest Florida because we don't want any association with them. But I can promise you, they've never referred to us as Southeast Florida. So the fact that you don't even admit,
man, I'm lost here. Who is them?
All right, as a Tampa person, right? You went to college there. Have you ever went to Miami? Have you ever looked at this coast and say, "Yeah, that's the Southeast coast"? No, you just say it's South Florida. It's South Florida. You've never said Southeast. But I'm telling you,
am I the only one?
They're Southwest to me. Not even close.
They're almost as fucking north as Gainesville.
Dude, they're 2 hours north of Fort Myers.
Well, okay, the Fort Myers part, whatever. They're West Florida. I don't give a shit. They're not South Florida. Fort Myers isn't even South Florida. Naples isn't South Florida. South Florida is Miami, Dade, and Broward.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that. But you kept referring to Tampa being in Southwest Florida. And you threw me off there, dude.
I didn't think that was going to turn into a thing.
No, but it always turns into a thing. We're here to turn things into things.
All right. So we got the game going down. Let's talk about this a little bit because for the last 20 years, we've been watching all these games. There has been a specific quarterback type that has just eaten our lunch over and over again. Mm-hmm. It's the sort of quarterback that we're going to be facing on Saturday night. Mm-hmm. This is a one-man show over there, man. There's one dude that stirs the drink. He's got a few different helpers that are talented and fast, but it's one guy. This is Byron Brown. This is his show, running, passing, whatever it is. This is him. This game is going to go as well as we keep him contained. Mm-hmm. Why is this not going to be a problem this time around? What is different now? Linebackers?
I think it's going to be a little bit of a problem. I don't think it's going to be a full-blown Houston we have a problem, but they live in the space race. They operate in space. In University of Miami, you're going to have to do your best to become astronauts because the way they touch sidelines with wide receivers, and that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to leverage you with numbers. They're going to use him in the run game. They're going to try to move your linebackers as far out as possible too, put them as conflict players. So put on your space boots. It's go time. So I think they're going to chunk us up with some yardage, but it's just going to come down. Why is it going to be a little bit different? Because we got the playmakers, and we're going to go ahead and as the field shrinks down and the space dissipates, we're going to be able to shut them down when it matters because we have more talent than they do. They have a talented quarterback, but when push comes to shove, you can't just space it all the way down to the end zone. So eventually the field's going to condense, and that's when we're going to have to earn our money. That's when we're going to have to earn our paycheck. That's why it's different.
I think this is as close to a Mark D'Onofrio defense as we're going to get. This is going to be a bend don't break, right? And it's another way of saying it, which is they're going to space race you and they're going to up and down the field to an extent. They certainly can. Can we stop it, slow it? Ideally, but it's bend don't break. It's okay if you give up 450, even 500, but you keep them under 28 points. It's probably a pretty good contest. I think Miami comes out on top in that way if you can do that, because I think Miami would probably score more than that. But this is a team that can score, man, and they'll make you pay. So the question is, can the chunk plays, the chaos plays, as Ro likes to call them, but the 20 plus, the 30 plus, if you give them up, can you keep them out of the end zone at the same time? I think that's key.
Some of the numbers here that you guys are referring to. So they had 403 against Bethune offense, 309 against Alabama, 562 against Southern Miss. Now, in regards to that, it's all about the rush. I mean, it was 231 against Bethune, 206 against Bama, 369 against Southern Miss. They have yet to throw for 200 yards in a game. Alabama, they only threw for 103. Defensively, they almost gave up 500 yards to Southern Miss. And the other thing that I noticed, guys, was that in all three of these games, they have had 15, 18, and 15 third down situations. So they see third down a lot. So we're going to have plenty of opportunities for this defense to get off the field.
Yeah, they are the consummate, we're going to spread you out to run team. That is the derivative that they run. That is that Baylor spread, that Art Briles kind of a system. They are disciples of that system. So you're just going to have to hold serve. And okay, if you can be if we can make them a little bit one-dimensional, that's going to be one of my keys to the game, how we can make them a little bit more one-dimensional. And where I feel the most confident, and when Tennessee had that offense, I felt like they were juggernauts more in the passing game, less in the running game. And I don't think they have those guys on the perimeter that Tennessee had and beat that Alabama team in that game that got basically Golish hired as the USF head coach. But in this case, they're going to spread you out to run. Just punch them in the mouth. Make them one-dimensional. Okay, we'll just do it. You just got to make some plays, though. You got to make some plays. And you might have to make some plays 2 versus 1. You're going to have to, because that's what the running quarterback element's going to do. They're going to be able to get really loose box numbers with like 6 people, and then they're going to have like 5 a quarterback and a running back, and they're going to go 7-on-6 on you all day. And you got to prepare for it. You got to hold serve. Fun challenge. You know what? When I thought about this too, leading up to this show, I was like, it's not Paul Johnson. When you face Paul Johnson, that system made you kind of reinvent the wheel. But this is close. This is the one offense.
It's different enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the one offense that you have to change how you do things and change how you operate. And I would go back and watch what Georgia did against Tennessee 2 years ago. Kind of use that. That was more of a man principle, especially outside. And I think that's something we could do too.
Yeah, I think you'll see a lot less. Sorry, Toast. I think you're going to see a lot less. Defense will be a lot less aggressive. I think you're going to see less blitzes, right? I think you're going to see just less aggression overall. I think it's really like you got to keep them in front of you. You've got to play assignment football. You've got to force them inside. Like, it's the little things so they don't pop stuff that's going to be super important.
I mean, did either of you guys watch the game 2 against Alabama? Do we know what Bama did in the fourth quarter that suddenly turned that game on its head defensively? I mean, they obviously, was it turnovers, or they just suddenly figure something out and shut it down?
So I missed the very end. I missed the winning by, only up 4 with however many minutes left,
right,
and USF on the 5 to them winning by 26 within
yes.
8 minutes. Like, I missed that part of it. I will say this. Bama had a lot of unforced errors in that game. They had touchdowns called back. They had a number of fumbles. So I in watching the game, it should have never been the fact that USF had a chance that they did because Bama played really poorly for 3 quarters.
Bama lost 3 fumbles in that game. USF didn't lose any.
Yeah.
It was pretty, and they had touchdowns called back. Like it was ugly for Bama. So USF, to be quite honest with you, lost by 26. They got beat really bad in that game. So I'm not sure what to take of that.
They were outscored 28-3 in the fourth quarter, and the time of possession in the fourth quarter, USF had it for 10 minutes and 3 seconds. Alabama had it for 4 minutes.
Under 5 minutes.
Seconds.
It's insane,
under 5
man.
minutes.
I'm telling you,
and they scored 28 points.
Yeah.
And there was no turnovers by USF.
It was nuts.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, look at and see what they did. Because damn. All right.
Put up or shut up. You know, we're in the middle of a season. And now we'll talk about Blue Tarp season later. It's you haven't played anybody season. It's we're officially there. That's what they're going to say. And I just want to tell you this, USF. I fully intend on the University of Miami beating you. And they're still going to say you haven't played anybody.
It's a valid point.
So,
all right. So we still got to get to the keys to the game. We also got IP Daily coming up. But first, we have to. We're gonna bump up some college picks here because we have a new sponsor that we're bringing in here to the show, Underdog Fantasy. So, Underdog Fantasy is a website, and you can do this in Florida. Throw down some money, deposit some money in your account, and you are going to be able to bet on higher or lowers, also known as over and unders, but we'll call them higher and lowers. All right. And so what's going to happen is we're going to actually do those bets with you. They gave us a little bit of comp money, and there's a promo code. Or actually, we're going to be able to send this out to you guys. Send this out to you guys so you can get signed up as well. The promo code is orange when you sign up, so you can go ahead and get your deposit matched. But we're going to do some higher or lowers, and they have a couple of games that interest us this week because they got some.
So they're like our over unders that we're doing.
Exactly, and they've got the Florida State. Now who's as well?
Now, so who's are we playing? Are we playing the majority for our account?
Well, so here's the deal. So they're giving us $150, and whatever money we win at the end of the year, we get to keep. Yeah. So let's, I think we come to a consensus and we have our best. Now there's little tweaks and rules to this. So the first thing is you have to do 2 bets. And you have to have each bet be on the opposing team. So we can start off here with Cam Ward. We got some options for higher or lower in terms of passing touchdowns, rush plus receiving touchdowns, passing yards, and interceptions. Oh, and also longest completion, passing touchdowns, and interceptions.
What's longest completion?
Longest completion is 46.5 yards.
I didn't think it was going to be that high. Hello. Okay.
Passing yards for the game for him, higher or lower, is 317.5.
I'm more comfortable with that one. Okay, what are the other ones?
We've got interceptions higher or lower than a half.
Okay.
We've got passing touchdowns at 2.5.
Okay. Standard.
We've got rush plus receiving touchdowns at a half. I don't know what that. So
he's either rushing or catching.
Or catch a touchdown. Okay.
Yeah, as he rushes or
all right.
catches.
This is fun.
So that's what we got. So those are the options for Cam.
I'll tell you what I'm most comfortable with.
Yes.
I'm most comfortable with TD passes.
All right, so you want
and then
yards
lower. Second. I want over 2.5 on TD passes.
Okay, so Jenners, we're going higher on 2.5 for TD passes for Cam Ward.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so then we have to pick.
Okay.
Then we have to pick something from UCF, and I'm thinking
that's
we can
USF.
But I'm sorry, whatever. From Byron Brown.
Okay.
So here's the bets. His passing touchdowns is 1.5. Rushing, receiving touchdowns is a half.
Yeah.
Passing plus, oh, you dicks, plus rush yards is 237.5.
Ah,
right. I was hoping that was just interceptions is a half. Longest completion, 35.5 yards. Longest rush, 19 and a half yards. I think his longest rush last week was 20. Passing touchdowns, 1.5. And rush and receiving touchdowns, 0.5.
Yeah. What do you think,
I
bro?
want to go the rush. I think he's going to get a rushing touchdown.
I thought so too.
So you think it'd go over rush
Over a half.
plus over a half? Okay.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
the same
All
one I
right.
was thinking.
All right. So I think, can we place that bet now as a standard 2-bet,
Yeah, we can do that.
Jenners?
I'll put those
So
two in.
what do you want to throw down on that, boys?
I don't know. We got 150 we got to play
Yeah,
with, so we got to be
like-
strategic here.
How many of these are we doing?
Well, I think we just do
do those two.
a couple. Just do this one and do a FSU one. So do
Okay.
50 and
All right.
50.
Yeah, sure.
All right, just do 50 for that one. And then I want to do an FSU one. We're playing Cal. We can bet on DJ. All these stats. Okay. So this will be a $50 bet as well. So for DJ, rush receiving touchdowns, his number is 0.5. Passing touchdowns, 1.5. Passing yards, 195.5. Interceptions, 0.5. Longest completion, 35.5. Passing touchdowns, there we go. In the interception. So there you go.
So they're playing SMU, right?
They're playing Cal.
Oh,
Give
they
me
have
the
Cal?
Home against Cal. Yes.
My nomination is the interception. I think he's going to throw at least one. It's a
Yeah,
half, right?
I'll go there.
yeah, it's a
I'll
half.
go there. I'll go there.
It's a
It's
half.
at Cal or at FSU?
It's at FSU.
Again?
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. They're getting
Right.
all the tough games at home.
Mhm.
Memphis, tough game.
Yeah. All right.
Boston
so then
College,
we got to,
tough
then
game.
we have to bet the opposing player. The only option we have here is Isaiah Hunter.
Who's that?
So I guess he is a receiver. So we've got him for a rush or receiving touchdown, 0.5, receiving yards higher or lower than 37.5, and longest reception 18.5.
It's 37.
Do we have any idea if this guy's any
No
good?
idea.
We're
No
laying
idea at
50
all.
on
But
him.
this is the only
No
guy we
idea.
can play. I'm
Only
just going
guy
to say
we
the
can play.
37.
Over 37.5.
Over
Yes.
37.5.
That's
All
the
right,
safest
there you go.
one.
I'll go over that.
There you go. All right. We're doing that.
All right.
Throw 50 on that, Jenners.
That's kind of fun.
All right. So check it out. Underdog Fantasy is just that easy to play with. Up to $1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite player's stats like touchdowns, passing yards, and more. No more having to manage lineups or any other thing like that. As I said, use promo code ORANGE when you sign up. Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick-em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code ORANGE to claim your new customer special of a free pick in your deposit offer, and we welcome them. They're going to be with us for the entire season, so we'll be doing this every week.
And we have a little.
Well, I mean,
we have a little.
You
legal
just
disclaimer
laid
we gotta
100
play
out
too.
there. You just laid
Yeah.
67% of our funds. So
Yeah.
we hope we'll play for the rest of the year.
Otherwise,
We're going to tell you what we're
I don't know.
playing.
Maybe we walk that back a little bit, considering we've got 9 games
Might make
left.
these like $5-10 bets. You know
Yeah, maybe,
what I'm saying?
maybe,
You know?
maybe $10.
Ah, we
Let's
can all-
test
We got
it out
faith.
with
We
10
got
piece.
faith in our picks.
Do we? Okay.
Toast is betting the farm in week 1.
I left us a little reserve.
All right. Well, there's some legal mumbo jumbo I got to do
Sure.
here. So stand by.
Must be 18 years or older, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. Now back to the OBBs.
Damn.
We sell out better than anybody. I mean, let's just be honest. It's good stuff.
That's fun. What are you talking about?
All right, so we got to do keys to the game, but first, I believe we have an IP Daily drop.
I'm IP Daily with my stream of consciousness. Dayline, Florida, where the state is having a break glass in emergency moment. Their two favorite football programs, the Gators and Seminoles, are combined 1-5 through 3 weeks. So let's delve a little deeper into the numbers. First, FSU has scored a whopping 46 points through 3 games. That's an average of 15 points per game. Now, for reference, the last time college offenses were averaging that per game, Tulane was dominating the SEC. That's right, the Green Wave. As for the Gators, Head Dead Man Walking G5 Billy is currently waiting to hear from the administration on how soon they'd like to give him that $25 million paycheck to walk away. In fact, it's gotten so bad in Canesville that the Tom Petty estate has asked the program to discontinue honoring the icon at the end of the third quarter, as they claim it is now diminishing his brand. Lastly, lots of keyboard chest thumping coming out of Tampa as the University of West Central Florida Bulls get ready to host the Hurricanes on Saturday night. The Ray J, as they call it, should be popping with plenty of tampons in attendance, so if you're going, probably do not want to wear white. Also remember, for your post-game plans, you have 2 options in Florida's right armpit: strip clubs with no touching or house parties in Lakeland. Ooh, exciting. And now for my Florida Prostate Power 3. Same as last week, slightly swollen, Bulls at 3, Knights at 2, and the Canes at number 1. Until next time, I'm IP Daily saying, what do hurricanes and divorces in Tampa have in common? Someone's fixing to lose a trailer.
Wow. G5 Billy.
Bro, the Lakeland
Hold on, house parties in Lakeland. It's so good. It is beyond good, really.
He's on a roll.
It's only an hour. It's only an hour. They got big
Central
yards over there.
Southwest. There you go. It's settled. Central Southwest Florida.
All right, good stuff. All right. So let's do some keys to the game, man. Right, you want to get us started?
Sure thing. So key number 1, and I alluded to it earlier in the show, you got to survive the space race. They're going to put you in space. Linebackers, you're going to be in conflict. Trust your keys. As we're giving you keys to the game, you need to trust your keys. You're going to have plenty of preparation. They know exactly who the USF Bulls. Number 2, DBs. You have a friend, and that is the sideline. A very specific key for me. If they're going to want to touch the sideline, keep them there. Keep your backs. Keep your eyes inside towards the quarterback and let those guys run themselves. Half the route tree is now gone. Use that to your advantage. You're going to be on an island, but it's half the island that you're used to. Outside cornerbacks, DBs, you're going to be okay. And number 3, no more. If you have a chance to kneel it down at the end of the game, kneel. Okay, that's it. Just no more. All right, coaches, coach it up. Coach it up. Been doing good so far. No letdowns. A lot riding on this season. Let's go. And that's my 3 keys to the game. Cheers.
Ooh.
Cheers. First key to the game, Ro touched on it earlier, but I'm going to go with making them one-dimensional in the fact that you need to make Brown try to beat you through the air. Shut down that run as much as you can. You've got the guys on the back end. You've got the pressure on with the front 7. You've got the containment. Your linebackers are fast. Like, just make him beat you over the top. That's number 1. Number 2, Cam Ward. They're giving up a lot of yards. Their defense isn't necessarily that good, right? I mean, they gave up 500 to Southern Miss. They're not that good. Our offense is a juggernaut. I do believe so. We haven't seen anything like this in 2 decades. This is a lot of fun. Number 3, call me crazy on this one. I think time of possession is really important in this game. I think that you need to be able to control the clock. And from what you've seen from Cam and his IQ and his ability to run the clock and his ability to run the offense, when to speed it up, when to slow it down, when to huddle, when to press. Just be smart with it. Keep them off the field, and I think you'll be fine.
All right. My 3, first, at some point, listen, there's one play that will just break a defense's back, and that is, that 3rd and 15, and, you get the rush and you just barely miss him and he spins out of it, and then he runs for 17 yards and gets a first down. You're like, that's probably going to happen once, maybe twice. Do not get hung up on that. Next play, man. Just it's going to happen. That sort of lucky ass shit is going to happen with a quarterback like this. Don't dwell on it and let it then impact you for the next 3 plays where they get another 30, 40 yards and march it down the field. So just get over that shit. As I said, they play on 3rd down a lot. Get off the field, man. Shut them down. Cannot let them be, 10 for 18 on third down. Get them off the field. They live on third down. And the last one, play like the number 2 rated PFF team that you are. Play like that. This thing will be over. It's a 16.5-point spread. Like, this isn't supposed to be a close game. I think as Cane fans, we're probably more cautiously optimistic just because of the last 20 years and not wanting to believe, too much and going too heavy. But this shouldn't be a close game. Let's go out and show why. Do it again. You've done it the first 3 weeks. Do it again. Joaquin said dominate.
I'm there.
Bang.
Mm-hmm.
And we just changed the back end of that. We changed our coverage just a little bit. It goes from bang to bange. And those are our boys. We're in the middle of hurricane season. It's blue tarp season. Listen, as the Hurricanes are blowing the doors off their college opponents this year, you don't want your roof blown off. But in case it is, no problem. We got you covered. We got the right coverage to call. And it's a phone number, 561-954-305. It does not matter. It's 981-ROOF. Again, 981-ROOF. We know his name. You know his name now. What's his name, Scoop? Tell me.
Hey, I'm Paul.
And what do you do?
You give me a call.
That's right. 981-ROOF. Bange.
And new sponsor we've got, and we've now got a promo code for you, people. It is the Miami Hurricane team store. MiamiHTS.com is the website. And you go on there right now and you go ahead and you go shopping. And when you hit checkout, you'll put in the promo code OBB24. You'll hit submit and boom, 20% coming off that order. There you go. Ooh. That $140 dirt jersey that I'm buying for the Louisville game, now only $112.
See, there you go.
That. There you go, baby. There you go. That is good.
Did you know that already, or you just came up with that?
I think it's called show prep.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't have done that. I would have done it, and it would have been more impressive because I would have done it on the fly. Let's see, 1428. Yeah, good.
So there you go, man. So go check it out. It is the Miami Hurricane team store, the official store of your Miami Hurricanes. I got everything there. And as I said,
across the street from
OBB
campus
24.
too. So if you guys need to just run over there, you don't have to order online. Run over, get your stuff. Tell them the promo code OBB24. Still get 20% off.
There you go.
I think I wasn't told that, but do it anyway.
It's going to happen. You also use that promo code OBB when you go to Manscaped, and that gets you 20% off all of their beautiful ball-saving equipment. I had to go out to Heritage yesterday for a spontaneous baseball scrimmage game. And dude, I was out there and within 15 minutes, bro, I am soaking wet. I will say this: I was decked out in nothing but Miami gear, and I'm all that was seen by the football players as they were walking off from practice. I was walking amongst them, wearing all my Miami gear.
Good, that's good.
It's good, exactly. I yelled, "Ohio State sucks."
There you go. Oh wait,
Ohio sucks.
All right, last one, BTB baby.
Yeah, well.
Great NFL week. He cashed a 3-unit teaser play. He also profited 2.5 units on Saturday in college. So it has been a good run.
Yeah. So you go to, where you go to?
Mm-hmm.
You go to beatinthebookie.com. That's where you get all of your picks packages. You've got baseball still. You've got NFL. You've got soccer. You've got NCAA. What else you got? Golf will be circling back up here in no time.
Well, dude, and football is awesome because he's also got a couple of buddies that help him with some player props. He's got a buddy, Dead Prez, who has an uncanny ability to nail first touchdown scores in games. It's bro. He's been killing it. First 3 weeks of football have been going very, very well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So at Beating the Bookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. That's where you get your free plays because he gives out free plays to show you that he's not BSing on the real plays. So even if you did the free plays, he had one stretch where he was like, I don't know, 97 free plays. It was a lot. I don't know. It wasn't 97, but it was a lot. And I believe, how did he do last week on the picks? Do we know?
Two for two on the free plays last week.
There we go, baby.
2 for 2 on the free. So we gave you 2 free plays last week and you would have made money. Right? Simple. So in saying that, I'll get you some free plays in just a little bit.
Okay. Very good. All right, so some other Cane stuff going on, guys. So they are number 8 in the AP poll, number 11 in the coaches poll. We do have Louisville coming in and Clemson coming in also from the ACC at 19 and 21, respectively. Let's talk about what I referenced, though, earlier. PFF has them as the number 2 overall team in all of college through 3 weeks, just behind Ole Miss, 97.3 to 97.1. Passing grade is number 1 nationally. Pass blocking, number 26 nationally. Receiving grade, number 3 nationally. Running grade, number 9 nationally. Run blocking, number 27. I'm surprised the pass blocking and run blocking are low like that. Run defense, number 16 nationally. Tackling, 29th nationally. Pass rush, number 3. And coverage grade, number 1 in the country.
Hey-oh. Who would have thought that? Who would have thunk that? You know, that was
most concerned about.
Yeah, the secondary. That was perceivably our weakness. Yeah, the one thing I want to give them a little bit of a hall pass for in terms of their run game and pass blocking, they're down 2 starters for the most part, right? Rivers is a beast out there. I think we're going to have him back. I think Mario announced that,
and Cooper as well.
And there's Cooper. So there you go. Listen, we're still effective. We're not skipping a beat. They pride themselves on making sure that their offense runs just as efficient with the next guy up, next man up. But it's going to, take a little step back. Nothing too major for us. That it validates, right? You don't want to look at the stats, but in the past, right, when we've had defunct Miami teams, something was amiss, right? We're leading the country in sacks allowed. We are almost leading the country in, missed tackles. And the proof was in the pudding, right? We had bad, destitute Miami teams. It's good to see that now that we're on the flip side of this and we're winning, the stats will take care of themselves. So let's keep that trend up. I think the trend does continue. It's a very fun offense, especially with Cam Ward with the helm, and then we're going to have a healthier offensive line this week. I think those numbers can actually improve as far as the offensive rush
and to be
honest
with you, I don't think that our secondary loses that number 1 spot, because I don't believe that he's going to be able to be terribly effective through the air against this team, because in doing so, he's then going to have to stand in the pocket against a pass rush that's number 3 in the country. So, I think they're going to stay there. So I'm surprised. Those boys are showing out. Now you played Ball State and you played FAMU, right? So, but you did play Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about Ruben?
At this point in time, though, I just want to say that everybody's kind of played the same relative schedule, right? They're cupcake early. Maybe they played a conference game. Maybe they played a tough. We don't have the weakest, schedule on paper. There's other ones. Some people have had it harder than us, University of Florida, but we don't. It's apples to apples in terms of everybody. A lot of people played their FCS opponent already. A lot of people, played Division I opponents. So I think we're going to go. I haven't heard anything recently on Ruben Bain, but we'll keep posted to our social media accounts, and we'll obviously do our due diligence. If something changes, we'd like to see him. But again, 3rd best pass rushing in the country. I think that's what it was, right? And without the guy.
I mean, look, if there's any question, I think you sit him. Like, there's no reason to rush him out there and tweak it again, whatever it is, when you have the opportunity to sit him and you're loaded. Team line's loaded. So
let me ask you guys this, because we've actually been able to, with those first 3 games being pretty comfortable, certainly the second, games 2 and 3 of that stretch, and being able to see a lot of the freshmen get onto the field. So you're looking at a team here that in their first 3 games are averaging about 80 plays a game. I think the lowest one was Bethune week 1. They only ran 79, but over 80 plays against Alabama, over 80 plays against Southern Miss. They're going to be going at a tempo. It's going to be Tampa. It's going to be hot. It's going to be muggy. It's going to be sweaty. You're going to be having to rotate in a lot of guys. How beneficial is it that these guys have seen the field already? And because, we're going to have to be throwing in some defensive players, I'm thinking, that are lower down in the depth chart on some of these 3rd downs if the drive is like 7-8 plays long.
Listen, where it matters the most is in the trenches, right? So defensive line's running like crazy. They're going to go up. They have contact in every play, right? They can anticipate contact 99%. So that's going to take its toll. Where it's advantageous for Miami, we got a deep defensive line. Okay. Now the cardio is going to start to pick up this week in the second level, meaning the linebackers. So we're deep enough there that I think we can absorb it. And I think, the track meet guys, those South Florida guys, they can run all day. University of Miami DBs, they can run all day. They can run 80 plays. I'm not worried about them. The biggest concern is that defensive line. You don't want them wearing out, and you don't want them wearing you down in the 4th quarter. But with our strength and conditioning program and the fact that we're comfortable 2 lines, at least with 2 lines, perceivably into our third, I think we're going to be okay. You say we're from, Midwest, Pacific Northwest, something up there from the Northeast. I would have a lot more concerns. Not for us. Not with that humidity. No way. No.
Okay, Scoop's got nothing.
Did I miss something?
He's zoned out.
Janice, we got some Wheel of College Football audio, I believe, right?
Oh, we sure do. Lots of it too this week. Holy
Nice.
cow!
Let's go.
The important stuff.
Oh, all right. Let's start in Colorado.
Oh, I love.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Always Colorado.
It is. This does always start with Colorado. But my favorite part about this whole segment, Jenner spins the wheel, and when it stops, he goes, "Oh," and then he looks at us every time. It's oh my god, it's so
it's
good.
a surprise. Yeah,
It's so good.
I'm surprised. Every week I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
damn.
Every week it's Colorado.
Thanks to Sean.
Yeah. All right. Let's start with the rare quadruple unsportsmanlike conduct from Colorado State. Ready? Listen to the ref.
The rolling on the field is an interception returned by the defense. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 12, 7, 99, and 23. It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. That's the first penalty towards disqualification for all players. First down.
How come they don't get 60 yards?
How is that not a 60-yard penalty? Yeah,
Right.
that's such
What is this?
Like,
You got them all 11.
Yes.
All 11.
Poor
Only 15. I know that ref, too. I know who that is.
God.
Was it Waterboy when they did that, where it's like 85 different?
Yeah, I'll just tell you this. It didn't sound like he was giving player numbers. It was like giving us social security. It's
4,
like, wait,
18,
Actually,
27.
You know what button I need you to press after that?
Oh,
Damn.
yeah, damn.
Man, that guy's always on the
Are you
right.
surprised? Are you surprised though what team it is? Come on now.
All right. Do you want to talk about the Shador Sanders stuff?
sure.
Him refusing to shake the hand of the
Oh yeah.
the other kid.
Well,
So
the
here-
quarterback did talk a lot of shit, right?
He did.
A lot of crap the week leading up.
He did. Here was the interaction on the field afterwards.
You guys saying the Tiger sit on Instagram. All right, keep talking about business. You can't
Dude's like, keep talking. Whatever.
I mean, they kicked his ass. I mean, just shake his
They did.
hand. I mean, whatever.
They did.
Listen, man, it's always going to be about them.
Par for the course.
I think we've learned that much about the that whole crew. So
We have.
whatever.
All right.
Good luck at the next level.
All right. Let's get to some other stuff. Oh. Sorry. I had no choice. I had to do it. I had to do it.
So good.
Had to
So
do it.
good.
Oh. Did you see the kid missed the kick on game day?
No, I did not.
Uh-uh.
So McAfee's doing this segment now in game
Yeah.
day where he brings out the kids and he offers them like 30 grand, 40, 60 grand, whatever it is, to see if they could bang a 30-yard field goal or something. So he brings this kid out. And this kid's talking all kinds of crap on kickers, man.
Have you ever said anything terrible about kickers before?
All the time.
Wait, why?
It's just so easy. They aren't a real kick. Like, it's not a sport.
Okay, have you ever kicked a football before?
No. But I'm going to make it because it's easy.
Good luck, brother.
You got no shot.
All the trash you talk about kickers and calling them bums.
No shot.
Joshua, you're a good man.
He's got no shot.
$120,000.
Be ready, kid.
$60,000 in your pocket.
I told you.
Wide right. By a mile.
Worst kick of all time. Worst kick of all time. Worst kick of all time. Shoes over there. Ball is here.
Shoes over there.
This guy sucks.
It's like a can't miss segment, man. It's great.
Yeah. So listen, the Scoop and Ro can attest. A few years ago,
Yeah.
I went out to Stranahan and I drilled a 30-yarder at football practice after practicing with them for a couple of hours. Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, especially if you've never done it. Like if you've never done it, going out there cold hitting that'd be lucky as hell.
So I got to witness my son's first ever tackle football game. His school, it goes K through 12. He actually plays middle school tackle football. And it's pads. And He's their starting safety, their starting wide receiver, and he's a kicker. And he said, and I quote, "Dad, I play soccer. Kicking's easy."
If you play soccer, it is.
Yeah. So, but for all those years before we had something with the last name of Borogalis, we were always hit or miss Bubba back. So come on, man. I was like, come on, this is South Florida. This is home of soccer players. You could trip over them, especially with Messi here. We should never miss a kick ever in South Florida at the University of Miami.
The best part of the kid on game day is his shoe got way closer than the football did. The football went like to the right, and his shoe almost caught the goalpost, man.
And then you ask him, that's the whole reason why he missed, because my shoe.
My shoe. All right, let's go to Marshall and Ohio State. Marshall's playing Ohio State this week.
Okay.
Marshall head coach Charles Huff is up on the podium. Says if there's some Ohio State guys who want to transfer over to Marshall,
I heard this.
I have an offer for you.
Love to have some of those guys from Ohio State too. So if they want to transfer on down, we've got a Tudor's Biscuit NIL all you can eat. So if any of those guys that run really, really fast at Ohio State like Tudor's Biscuits, I promise you, all you can eat all day if you transfer here. So, but yeah.
Wait a second. That's why you're the head coach at Marshall and you're not the head coach at Ohio State. If you're going to attract people with biscuits, it's going to be the big hog mollies. It's going to be the big guys. You don't want the fast guys because they're not going to be fast guys anymore. They're going to be fat guys. You don't want fat wide receivers. Come on now.
That
I didn't understand
to be tampering, right? That has to be tampering, right?
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it's a thing.
Has anyone ever had a Tudor's biscuit?
No.
I never heard of them.
They have 50 locations.
Whoa.
50? All in West Virginia?
Of in West Virginia. Most of them in West Virginia. I'm not even lying. Most of them.
That's why I've never had one.
Tudor's biscuit. We need some Tudor's. Tudor's
biscuit.
Like,
so hold on.
Tooters? Tudor's?
No, Tudor. Tudor.
Oh.
Are Tudor's biscuits good enough that they're on Goldbelly?
What's Goldbelly?
Oh, so Goldbelly. Oh, well, Goldbelly. Well, see, you're not fat. So Goldbelly is
True story.
is the delivery service that delivers you the unique items from mom and pop shops across the country. Like you can get Sally's Pizza from New Haven, shipped to you frozen, like you put it back in the oven and Goldbelly. So like you could get a cheesesteak from whatever the place in Philadelphia, one of those two famous places. Shipped to you like overnight.
Hold on a second. How does this logistically work?
They ship you a cheesesteak. They make it and they put it in a box and they ship it to you overnight.
Like, what do you mean? How does this work? I mean,
I don't know, but
Amazon.
Why is
you get the most random of randomest things? Like you want
that's because they have inventory.
A rare cologne for like a poodle.
So they obviously don't have inventory, but they have secured agreements with all of these mom and pops across the country that have these, like the place in Homestead with the biscuits, the cinnamon rolls. What's it called? Not Nosberry Farm or whatever. They're on it. You can get those cinnamon bundles you wait an hour and a half for down in Homestead. You can get them delivered to you overnight.
So basically, as opposed to just calling the place and saying, "Hey, can you send me something?" Which
they don't do
anyway.
I don't know
because they're the ones that have to send it to you.
I don't know if they do.
No, they just put it in a box.
He's going to come pick it up.
Yeah.
Goldbelly, they get a cut, like whatever, bro. It's like a DoorDash, but for these crazy places.
So
it's been around for years.
Goldbelly people all over the country.
Yep,
it's a thing.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
you could get like a lobster roll from a famous place in Maine sent to you overnight via Goldbelly.
I'm sure it'll be great.
That's amazing.
So, what could be offered to you as an all-you-can-eat from what restaurant for you to change your team's affiliation?
Ooh, that's a
to change my team's affiliate to stop being a Canes fan.
You have to stop being a Canes fan, but you have to start supporting another team.
Oh, if they send me
all you can eat, what?
Oh,
ooh.
Tell you what,
I don't know of an all you can eat anything.
I will actively root for Yale for all you can eat New Haven pizza.
Now, see,
Okay.
that's a good one.
There you go.
Okay.
That's a good one.
It doesn't matter the team.
Bro, I don't.
What's the all you can eat? What's the one thing you want?
I'm not an all you can eat guy. Do you have one, Ro?
First thing that came to my mind was just like Ruth Chris or something because it was
There
a
you
chain.
go.
So that's what I figured that it had to be like an NIL thing. So yeah,
The old 96er.
Yeah, you're not done.
The old 96er. Jenner's just dropped it. Like, yeah, I had one last week. I got my name on that wall 5 times.
Big Bear chasing me. Big Bear chasing me.
It says Rob Jenner's times 7.
The old 487er. Yeah.
There you go. Remember, Shula had that wall for the Porterhouse.
That's right.
I got one.
What do you got?
West Coast oysters.
Oh, all right.
Because I can eat the shit out of some oysters, and they're $5 a pop. So
all right,
I'll go with that.
Sounds good. All right.
I'll stay chain restaurant. Go Chick-fil-A.
You can get that at your local mall.
I know, but it's give me all you can eat. Man.
All you can eat Chick-fil-A.
That's where they started
You would eat that a lot.
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A.
Really?
There's also a Chick-fil-A every 30 feet.
All right, so I'll tell you right. So Chick-fil-A or PDQ?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh no, man! I'm telling you, baby, it's PDQ.
I've never had PDQ.
Well, they just opened one in Plantation.
You're not missing much.
So good.
Yeah.
All right, last piece of audio. We'll
right.
Pick'ems. Billy Napier. They asked him about his future. Florida. How you feeling, Billy?
Have there been any discussions or you've been told anything about your future?
No, none.
Do you feel like there's still a path to earn a 4th season if the team can get it together and
Yeah, 100%.
get on a roll?
100%.
That's it. He sounds like he's very energetic.
He sounds like he knows he's about to get a check for $25 million within 30 days.
He won. Don't feel bad for the guy.
Like, they owe him $50 million, bro.
I couldn't care less. But they're going to beat Mississippi State this week.
Mm-hmm. You think?
Mississippi State's awful.
Well, let me ask you a question. Who has a better chance of winning this week, Florida or Florida State?
Florida.
Okay.
Florida.
All right. And just so you know, scoop on the Gold Belly, you can get Joe Stone Crab delivered to you. Mm-hmm.
Just look
overrated.
Wow. All right. Their fried chicken's the bomb.
Fried chicken's good.
Fried chicken's
fried chicken, but the restaurant in general is overrated. I mean, it's stone crab, which it's good. I'm not a huge fan of it. And then you've got steak and they got their whatever, their cream spinach. I mean, fine.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you can get it anywhere.
Yeah.
That's to wait and spend.
I'll pass on the spinach, Popeye. No thanks.
Cream spinach is good.
All right. So now we got to go ahead and bang out some picks, right?
Pick'ems.
How'd we do last week?
Well, y'all picked the same teams the whole way through last week.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Y'all went 5-1 though.
So, look at that.
Everybody missed UGA because UGA was a 23.5 point favorite.
Oof,
gotcha.
Yeah.
And won by a
dog fight.
Yeah. What's the season totals?
Season totals. Toast is 13-9. Scoop is 19-3.
Whoa,
bro! You've missed 3
I'm not even playing these.
You went 6-0 the week before when I was out. Yeah.
Why aren't you playing these?
I don't know.
I'm 19-3.
Roman's right there, man. 16-6.
Jesus,
He's
you
only
two.
a few games back, man.
Damn. All right. Well, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 games. Oh, baby. All right. Number 1, Georgia Tech at number 19, Louisville. Louisville given 10.5.
I have no idea if they're any good.
Louis.
Anybody know
At
if they're
Louisville,
any
too.
good? At Louisville.
At Louisville.
Hold on a second. I need to see something. I do need to see something on this. They must be undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated. They are undefeated.
No
yes.
idea.
They are undefeated. They have not lost.
They have not lost. Georgia Tech. I still feel they're a pretty good
One
team.
loss. Yeah.
One loss. They
Oh,
did
2-0.
lose
This is Syracuse, right?
to Syracuse.
Yeah.
That's right.
ACC is helter skelter. Give me the. I think they're going to lose, but
Game's at 3:30 too.
I think they keep it closer.
I've got nothing on Louisville. They beat Austin Pay 62-0 and Jacksonville State. Those are their first two games.
Yeah.
I'm going give me the Bumblebees.
You know what? Are you guys both in with Ramblin' Wreck?
Yep.
I need to make up space. I'm taking the home favorite. Let's go, Brom. Put up some points. All right, next up, number 11 USC at number 18 Michigan, a Big Ten classic rivalry. USC is giving 5.5.
Michigan home dogs, huh?
Home dogs again. They were a big home dogs.
I have no idea how good they are though.
They just
didn't
benched
they bench
the quarterback.
Didn't they bench him?
Yeah, they sure did. Yeah.
USC's defense is much
good.
improved.
Yeah.
I'm not very confident in Michigan scoring, so give me USC.
Trojan man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Trojans too. -5.5, all three of us. All right, number 12, Utah at number 14, Oklahoma State. Utah giving 2.5, so the Cowboys are a home dog.
Those are all home dogs.
Home dog.
I'm going to be 19-9 after this week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Utah, how many? 2.5?
2.5.
Okie State, huh? I think the Cowboys with the upset here.
Taking Utah.
What's a Ute? The team I'm picking. That's what they are.
All right. The biggest shocking home dog for me in terms of a ranked team, Tennessee, number 6, going to Oklahoma. Josh Heupel returning home. The quarterback when they last won a title, if I'm not mistaken. Tennessee's given 7. Oklahoma's a touchdown dog at number 15. Like, what? That seems like a big number to me.
Not big enough for me.
Yeah.
Go Vols.
All
Yeah,
right.
Rocky Top for me too.
All right, I'm taking Oklahoma. Keep it close. Next up, Florida at Mississippi State. Florida giving 6. Another home dog.
Yeah, another home dog. Holy cow.
Is Lagway playing this game or Mertz?
I don't know.
They're
Mississippi
splitting.
State is terrible.
Generally, they are. Outside of the Leach years, they've pretty much been
but they're
shit.
not like they're. Oh man, they're bad.
Well, to be a home dog to Florida by 6.
I know.
Yes. I mean, come on.
Can Florida? My goodness, if
They
Florida
beat
loses to
Samford.
Mississippi State, they did.
They got to win this game, but I don't know if they cover.
I
taking
know. I'm
Mississippi
thinking the
State.
same thing.
I'm taking the Bulldogs to cover, but lose.
I think they win by like 3.
It's like a field goal, last second field goal, bro. Yeah.
I'm taking the dogs to cover.
Bro.
Some saying Florida.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a tough
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Here we
Good
go.
lines this week. They're starting to dial in. They're starting to dial in.
California at Florida State. Florida State is giving 2.5.
Go Bears.
Cal went into
Go Bears.
Don't say no
and
more. Say less.
Smacked them.
They beat the shit out of Auburn.
I'm putting my finger right on your lips, Toast. Shh, say less. Go Bears.
They're going 0-4.
They're
They're going 0-4. It's incredible.
Jenners, you have to back me up here. He went full Irish again when he said that, right? They're going 0-4.
They're going 0-4.
0-4.
Oh, no.
0-4. I
yeah.
know.
His Irish is a lot better.
Yeah.
No, if you
Listen,
judge.
man.
At least once a show. I'm like, just go full on
I
Lucky
I am
Charms.
Irish. I'm Scots
I
Irish.
am betting against FSU until it doesn't win. It's just the reality. I'm just going to let it ride every week. I'm just going
At
to
this
do
point,
a
if
ladder
they
with
go
them.
0-4, what?
Yeah.
Who cares? They're 0-3. If they go 0-4, it doesn't matter.
First team to be mathematically eliminated from their win total for the year for Vegas to
the
be locked
under's a
into the
given,
under. Yeah. I love it.
3 weeks in.
All right, boys. So this is it. Under the lights at Raymond James Stadium. Packed house with all those folks from West Tampa. Number 8, Miami at South Florida. Miami is giving 16.5. We need a score. The total on this game from Vegas is 65.5.
I got us barely going over. The number that popped into my head was 40. 27. Your Miami Hurricanes.
So he has Miami covering and the overhitting.
He does not have Miami covering.
I don't have Miami covering, but I have the overhitting.
Okay, so I'm good at math. There you go. Excellent.
That's why you prep.
Well, so you have USF covering.
I mean, listen, convincing if it
no, fuck you, don't explain it. No, whatever.
No, because if you're 40 to 20 and they just add a garbage touchdown late, you actually
Florida. You picked Florida to beat us. Yeah. You've had zero faith in this team from week one. You haven't been a believer. You haven't been a believer. You haven't been a believer since 2002, bro. Let's just admit it.
What's your final record? What was your final record prediction? Cheers.
Irrelevant. Move on.
It doesn't matter. We're not there yet.
I told you I was changing that after week one.
Yeah.
They showed me enough. I drank all the Kool-Aid. All right. I am going. Yeah, I'm going similar to last week, man. I think the under comes through, and I'm looking at like 45-17.
And here it comes, because I remember what this preseason was.
Yes, I remember his. Yeah, so just so everyone knows, Scoop was universal since January that we're losing this game.
Yeah, I have been.
He's been consistent.
I have been.
Let's see what he says now. Now that it's here. And he's seen the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of those were against cupcakes. If we want to be honest, and Florida's not very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how good this Miami team really is. The Bulls were much worse against Alabama than that score actually showed. But I love Golish's offense, and I think it gives us a lot of trouble. Yeah, I mean, that being said, I don't think there's any way that Miami loses this game. Go fucking Canes. Let's go.
I need a score, asshole.
48-20.
He's got us covering. Let's go.
Yeah. Canes are too good. They're a lot better than I thought they'd be, to be honest with you.
It's all good. You can admit it.
1-800-ADMIT-IT.
I know we missed that in the legal terms.
It should have been all added to the legal for next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as far as I will say this, as far as the beating the bookie picks, I did not realize he's like in Sweden or something. So I'm not getting those. I texted.
I'll tell you what. If he gives us permission, we'll tweet out 2 picks.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yeah. So we'll do that. All right. So what are we naming this thing, boys?
Oh, goodness.
No
let's see. I liked house parties in Lakeland.
It was beautiful.
Or Central Southwest Florida.
Oh, so good. No. House parties in Lakeland.
House parties in Lakeland. Right. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Scrap
if you know, you know.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
The one, Dad. How do you know? How do you know, son? She's the one. You'll know.
You'll just know, boy.
You'll just know.
Damn.
Yeah, but Frank, she was really hot.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. Love you. Love you.
All right, listen, man. Everyone going out to the game, have fun, enjoy. Gonna be 4-0. We'll do the recap show. So it's a Saturday night game. Recap show will be dropping Sunday morning at some point. As always,
Canes. Go! Mange.